All together now.
I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
Yeah, that's right. It's the NBA in-season tournament. All 30 teams in the league compete for early season bragging rights at the championship in Las Vegas. Here they come.
And here we go. It's the Lakers and the Suns as we welcome you to an NBA Friday presented by State Farm, part of the NBA's inaugural in-season tournament. Beautiful night outside the Footprint Center here in Phoenix, Arizona, home of the Suns, who will face the Lakers in their in-season tournament debut. LeBron James and the Lakers looking to snap a 3-game losing streak on this road trip. But good news, Anthony Davis is back. He missed the last game with a hip injury. He'll start tonight. The Suns, meanwhile, Kevin Durant, he's carried a lot of the load so far this season. But he's got good news. Bradley Beal playing in his second straight game. However, Devin Booker is out once again tonight. And good evening, everyone, for both teams, including the Lakers tonight, as Austin Reeves will not start for the first time this season. Cam Reddish is going to get his third start. Meanwhile, Keita Bates-Diop, he's getting his fourth start of the season as Beal returns with Grayson Allen in the backcourt for the Phoenix Suns. Let's listen to some coaches preach.
And think about this. For the 4 years prior to his arrival, he was about 7 drives a game, and he is cooking the Lakers. Lakers need to tighten up that defense because he's getting by. How about that level of aggression and finishing? Woo-hoo!
It's time to see who's doing their thing, brought to you by Walmart. Welcome back to Phoenix, where Suns superstar Devin Booker arrived in style to the arena tonight, but is missing his 4th consecutive game because of a right calf strain. In fact, Booker has played in just 2 games this season. He sprained an ankle on the Suns opener against the Warriors and missed 3 games after that. Then in his first game back against...
Some attention here. A little concerning, given the history.
And that will end the first. Suns up 9, the key for the Lakers for LeBron James' return. You heard his leg earlier. With the Wizards, now here in Phoenix, as we've got an NBA doubleheader for you. ESPN on next Wednesday. Sixers host the Celtics, 7:30 Eastern. And Lakers and Kings face off in LA. Coverage tips off with NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. You know, Bill has been one of the great scorers. He's been 20. Goodwin off the bench, a 14-point advantage here in the second. It's the in-season tournament debut for both the Suns and the Lakers. Utah-Portland's got a win. Memphis has dropped 2. Again, one team from each of the 6 groups get in, plus 2 wild card. Reviews so far have been mostly positive on the in-season tournament. A lot of people wait and see approach. Anthony Davis was talking about it the other day, and he said, hey,
scoring close to the bucket. So he's not shot well. His shot profile is not taking as many. But boy, you start to get your rhythm.
Timeout here in Phoenix. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Part of the NBA's inaugural in-season tournament. The challenge is unsuccessful. The officials ruling that LeBron James still moving, so he picks up his first, and Nurkic will shoot free throws. That was pretty close, though, don't you think?
I thought it was very close, Mike. Very close.
You know, he was there.
For Bradley Beal, capping off an excellent first half and a little dance.
He's elite as a driver. The handle is so much tighter than when he first entered the league. How about the elite breaks? Step back, step up toward me, Christian Wood, because I'm going to go right past you between 2 defenders, and that is a sweet-looking drive.
20 points for Beal in the first half. Toyota halftime coming up. Luka Doncic in destroy mode. They'll talk about it. Coming up next, 2 quarters complete here in Phoenix. 8-point lead for the Suns.
The NBA on ESPN, presented all season long by State Farm, is brought to you by
An NBA Friday presented by State Farm, part of the NBA's inaugural in-season tournament. LeBron James, 19 points, a lot of them coming after injuring his leg. Bradley Beal, 20 in the first half in just his second game as a member of the Phoenix Suns. As we look at our first half stats, brought to you by Adobe. Now you see the shooting pretty close from the field, but more threes from Phoenix, and the rebounding numbers are huge for the Phoenix Suns. Let's bring in Suns head coach Frank Vogel. Frank, I'm sure there were a lot of things you're pleased with seeing Davis. That's 3 fouls on Anthony Davis. And we'll take a timeout. Suns will take some free throws. Up 7 here in the third. Ruling the court brought to you by Burger King. A couple of guys have been ruling the court since they first stepped on it. LeBron James, 24 points tonight, the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Kevin Durant, 18 points, 12th now on the all-time scoring list. And in terms of a head-to-head matchup, only one other duo had more career points when they squared off each other. That was Jordan and the Mailman back in 2003. These two second, just two of the most lethal scores the game of basketball has ever seen.
Yeah, they are. Both are. And, you know, again, they do it in such different ways. Jordan did it his way. KD does it in a completely different way. And LeBron does it and still is a great playmaker at the same time.
For all their struggles, within 5, under 3 to play here in the third.
Off balance by Reddish. They'll review it, but he got it off in time. That's a big bucket because it cuts it to 7. No doubt about it.
The NBA on ESPN is presented also.
Gillette Labs. LeBron James and Kevin Durant with a plethora of smooth moves tonight. 31 for Durant, 27 for James. And Darvin Ham's happy with his team's comeback. Timeout. His team led most of this game midway through the first, all the way till here in the fourth, up by as many as 14.
And Austin Reeves, LeBron James playing the two-man game. I guarantee you, Frank Vogel called a timeout because he needs to correct this action.
Both teams missing key guys, but others picking up the slack. Lakers by 3. Timeout here in Phoenix. Season Tournament Championship in Las Vegas. Host your best tunnel walk video with the hashtag NBA Style Challenge. For details, scan the QR code or visit nba.com/style challenge. Again, the first in-season tournament. Teams will play 4 games in group play, and then you get advanced. All right, Lise. Don't underestimate the power of money. It's money that matters. LeBron James also giving credit to a couple of his teammates, Christian Wood and Cam Reddish. And the Lakers get their in-season tournament win. More importantly, they get just a terrific come-from-behind win, bouncing back after a couple of rough losses this week in Orlando and then Houston, and a great win on the road against a very talented Phoenix team. So final score, Lakers 122, and the Phoenix Suns 119 here in the second game of our Friday night doubleheader. So our producer, Ian Brooker, our director, Mike Schwab, for Doris, Doc, and Lisa, and our wonderful crew, Mike Green, say goodnight from Phoenix. Let's get you to Sports Center.